Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're gonna do an arcade pickup. I know, it's been forever, and I'm fresh off of Pinball Expo 2023, and believe me, I wanna show you all the mods that I've done to this Godzilla back here. And it probably looks a little bare in here because the Stranger Things had to get moved out of the way so I can film that video later. But anyways, this video is all about an arcade pickup that I've been looking for and eyeing for a really long time. If you remember, at Game On Expo a couple years ago, I saw this game, and I mentioned how much I want it, but there was a little caveat. Okay, I'm standing in front of Food Fight. This was one of my childhood favorite games on the Atari 5200. I know, I don't know why we had that, but we did, and Food Fight was an awesome game. Here's the thing, the arcade cabinet has gotten really expensive over the years, but I haven't really been tracking it, so I asked the guy, would you be willing to sell it? And he said, yeah, for $4 grand. Okay, so I mentioned, I think, the wrong Atari version. It was actually the Atari 7800 that I played that game on. And I loved it, I fell in love with it. I actually never played the arcade game in the real arcade. I only discovered that later. Now, one of the interesting fun facts about Food Fight is it wasn't actually done by Atari, it was done by GCC. They developed the game. If you know the history of it, GCC, it goes pretty deep with Miss Pac-Man and litigations and lawsuits. But anyways, GCC lost a lawsuit to Atari, and to repay that debt, I believe, that's when they developed Food Fight. And there was a couple other games, I can't remember the names of them. One of them I don't even think ever came out, but kind of some interesting history there. So let's go into the garage, we'll check out this game because it's got some definitely unique features, and then of course it's been all in the media lately because New Wave Toys did a really cool replica of it as well. Let's go to the garage. Okay, so slight change of plans. I'm actually at my storage unit because I went into the garage to fire up the Food Fight, you know, before I was gonna start the video, and the monitor dies. So there it is right there. It's the G07, that's probably the original one that came with it. It looks like it's been recapped a couple times, maybe even a flyback replacement, but it died and I don't have time to diagnose it because today is probably one of the only days I can film, so I'm gonna swap it out with one I have in storage, and then we'll come back, go to the garage, and we'll pretend like none of this ever happened. It didn't even happen. But keep in mind, PSA folks, if you get into this hobby, it's not when it's gonna break. Wait, I said that wrong. It's not if it's gonna break, it's when it's gonna break. So, but it always seems to break right before I'm filming a YouTube video. It always goes like that. Anyway, I'm gonna swap this puppy out, we'll diagnose it later, and then we will continue with this video. Well, folks, it doesn't get any more real than this. This stuff seems to happen all the time when I'm gonna film something. But anyways, we got the monitor back home. This is also a G07. This one was pulled out of a missile command. So you can see there's a lot of missile command burn-in on it, but no big deal. But yeah, this is the reality of the hobby. You go in, you're like, yeah, man, can't wait to play, fire it up, and the monitor dies. So we'll continue with the rest of the video so you can actually see the Food Fight in a minute here. But I'm not gonna bore you with the details. We're good to go. Let's get back to the video. Okay, so we're back where we started. We're gonna try this again. We're gonna go into the garage right now, and we're gonna go and check out the Food Fight. Now, I replaced the monitor as you saw, and it looks pretty good actually. It's got some burn-in, like I said, and hey, don't judge, the garage is kind of a mess. I know we haven't really done much in here, gone in here, and I'm sorry it's very dark in here. But yeah, actually there's two games right here. This is like a pickup within a pickup. I never showed you guys, I got a great Final Fight. I gotta do a little bit of work on it, but it's looking pretty good. So yeah, we got a great Final Fight right next to Golden Axe over here. But as we round the corner, you can see the Final Fight, or the Food Fight, right here. So yeah, I put the Food Fight right here. It looks good, man. It's got, you know, I have a little issue right here. There's a little gouge right there, but I mean, the side art is looking really nice on this. It's got a great marquee. It has the variant, the striped shirt variant. I don't know all the story behind that, but here's one cool thing about this game. This game, there was less than 2,000 of these made. So to have one is pretty rare. You know, you don't see them that often. So, but yeah, this is all original. This is all the original control panel artwork. It looks really good. It's got a very unique joystick, which we'll talk about here in a minute. And you know, I love the Atari Volcano buttons. Everyone loves those. And I'm gonna shut the light off real quick so you can see the monitor. The monitor looks pretty good. I mean, for one I had in storage, it looks pretty damn good. So we'll get into gameplay and stuff in a second, but I'm gonna turn the light back on because I wanna show you guys how cool the joystick is on this. So just hang out up there while I unlatch both sides. Gotta stick my arm up in here. Okay, hold on. I always mess it up. There we go. Okay. So this joystick is pretty interesting. Oh shoot, the coin door is in the way. Hold on. All right, we're gonna close up the coin door and I'm gonna show you this joystick. So this joystick is unique. There's literally, if you look, as you move the joystick, it moves the potentiometers. And actually, the more you move one way or the other, the faster you'll run. So kind of cool. This is the only known application of this joystick that I know of. I think this is a one and done for Atari. I don't think they use this joystick in any other game. The one thing that's kind of sucky about it is the fact they only used it for one game. So if you have spare parts for it or whatever, it's good to hold on to those. As a matter of fact, I saw one go up for sale, an extra one, and I should have bought it and I didn't. It does have a calibration in it. I think this might have been the first. Actually, I don't really know. I'd have to go back and watch one of Todd's videos. He did talk about this joystick a long time ago, so I have to go back. For your player 1 and player 2 start buttons, you have, for your, not player 1, player 2, when you're throwing food, you've got little leaf switches right there. So I love leaf switches. They're great, very, very accurate. And then you have the volcano buttons right there. So yeah, so this game also, real quick as I put that back, we'll talk a minute about it. This game also was, I think, the first game to use the 68,000 CPU. I'm pretty sure of that. There's also some really cool things as an instant replay feature that gets implemented every now and then during the game. It's like specific times during the game, which is pretty cool. And yeah, it's been released on other Atari platforms, the 7800. It also came out on, I want to say there was a 2600 version, I think. By far, the arcade version is definitely the best. So I'll show you a little bit more of the cabinet, and then we'll do some gameplay. Okay, I decided to go outside so you can get a good idea of how the side artwork looks. The marquee looks great on this too. There's that little gouge I was talking about. So, and I don't know if anybody knows the story behind the variant of the striped shirt. I'm not really sure what the whole story is, but I know that's not common. I think that's actually a unique part of this as well. I did have a little gouge here I gotta fix. I started to fill it on this side, but I haven't got it finished yet, so I'll probably just fill that in, get some black paint. But really, if you look at it, I mean, this thing is in awesome shape for being all original. I'll give you a better look at the control panel now that you can see it with, with some sunlight on it to get some good lighting. But yeah, man, this thing looks great. You can see the artwork in the front looks great. I mean, it doesn't get much better than this as far as an original arcade cabinet. You know, you expect originals to be pretty beat up, and a lot of mine were beat up and had to restore them, but not this one. This is, I can't imagine doing anything to this outside of just fixing that one piece because, man, it looks really good. I'll go in and show you the side of it too. And then while we're here, you can see the afterburner hasn't really moved much, so it's still sitting there. We'll get it soon. My buddy Matt, he gave me the board. He redid one of the driver boards that goes, let's see, right there. So we'll get that in. The problem is this thing is on a pallet. So in order for me to get this rotation to work, I gotta get it off the pallet. So I kind of have a car jack right here. So I'm gonna jack it up, put 2 jack stands, and then I'm gonna do the same on the back. And then I'll be able to take the actual pallet out of the middle because this thing is 900 plus pounds anyways. It's really, really heavy. So, okay, back to Food Fight. Let me see if I can show you the other side. It's gonna be a little blown out because of the lighting, but yeah, I mean, this thing looks minty, man. Pretty excited about it. Okay, well, I'm gonna close up the garage and we'll do some gameplay and I'll give you some final thoughts on Food Fight. I almost forgot to show you the back of the cabinet, the inside, because there's some cool things in here. So there's the G07 monitor, nothing crazy to look at there. But what's really neat is a couple things. So here's your main board right here. And again, this was the first, I believe, to use the Motorola 68000. There's your Atari AR board. These things are kind of a pain in the ass. This one I actually got from, it's like a reproduction, but it's got some old parts and some new parts. It's kind of random, but it was in need of one, and I saw this for pretty cheap, so I picked it up. I did replace the power supply, so I did put a new Suzo hat power supply in there to make sure we're getting some reliable power. I think one thing I should do that I haven't done is, they call this the, they have these in a lot of Atari games, but it's the Atari Big Blue capacitor. I'll eventually get to that and replace that. It doesn't seem like it's swollen or anything, but you know, maybe a good idea to do that. But the cool thing is I did get this from another collector. So, you know, oftentimes collectors are going to do things like keep the original manuals in them when they have them. So it's got the original, let's see, it's got the original operator's manual. It's got a supplemental operator's manual, and I think this would have been on the back of the door. Yeah, so typically on Atari games, they put these things on the back door, which is like a little bit of information about dip switches and stuff like that, which is really cool. I love when you have this stuff because, you know, it's all cool history stuff, and you know, definitely stick it in the cabinet. So, you know, if another collector gets it, they'll appreciate stuff like that. All right, I'm gonna close up the garage and then we'll do some quick gameplay. Okay, it's time to play some Food Fight. Let's do this. Now, the thing I told you is when you move in a direction, the faster or the harder you move in that direction, he'll go run faster. Now, the premises of this game is totally interesting because I don't know why these chefs are so pissed off, but they are. They're pissed off at you, and they'll stop at nothing to kill you. So, anyways, and the objective is to eat the ice cream cone. So apparently, Charlie Chuck really just wants ice cream, and these chefs are just so upset about it. They're like, look, crap. Yeah, you don't want to do that. So they're just upset. They don't want Charlie Chuck to eat ice cream. I don't know why. I mean, very simple. Come on. All right, that's it. Now I'm upset. Normally I'm pretty solid at this game, but of course, put me on stream and all hell breaks loose. There we go, see? Boom. That's pretty good. Okay, we need to do more of that. Now, sometimes these chefs come running pretty quick, so you gotta get your, oh yeah, right there, right? You gotta get your, oh no! Oh no! Oh my gosh, if I get this ice cream cone, it'll be a miracle. Yes! Okay, level 5, it's not bad. So far, so good. There we go. See, just like that. That's how you do it. You got a rapid fire. There's this instant replay thing that happens from time to time, but I don't know why it's not doing it. I think like it's when you're close or something. Okay. Oh shoot! No! Yes. All right. See, this is the instant replay. This is cool. Check this out. I'm telling you, man, this game is so fun and so underrated. I feel like it's a game that just, like, I don't know, I feel like kids would like it too. It's just fun. Yes! Okay, I should stop there. I'm gonna do one more level because I believe in myself. Which is probably when I'll not do well. Oh, yeah, did you see that? Oh, yeah. Oh, shoot. Oh, so close. All right, I got another guy. I think I'm gonna quit now. I'm quitting while I'm ahead. All right, guys, that about wraps up this video. We hadn't done an arcade pickup in a while, so I hope you enjoyed it. Now, the next video is gonna be all about my crazy modded Godzilla. I have close to 16 or 17 mods on this thing, so it's really cool, and I can't wait to show you guys, especially after coming out of Pinball Expo. I'm all fired up about this. But anyways, we got a bunch more content coming to the channel. We're gonna be doing a little bit of, we're gonna be doing another video on the Rec Room Masters, a new marquee option. And then we're also gonna be doing, I don't know, a whole bunch of stuff. Lots of good stuff coming. So be on the lookout for that. Hold on, I gotta, oh man. Okay, I gotta hold this ball for a second so I can finish talking to you guys. Hold on. All right. Nope. Okay. Anyways, I can't wait to show you this Godzilla. I'm super stoked about it. And that's it. If you enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to the channel. Put your comments below. I want to hear from you. And that's it for now. We will see you on the next one.